Hi guys, welcome to another short video by Antiques Arena. My name is Walter O'Neill and here's another video of my car boot sale finds or charity shop finds. Those of you who have been following me know I haven't had a car due to a car accident. I got a car back yesterday, no thanks to the insurance company, and I'll give you all an update in my vlog this week. But anyway, needless to say, I'm back on the road. And I done a little bit of a charity shop run to pick some pieces up. I'm looking forward to going out now. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm going up to I'm going to Carmarthen Castle, which is where I went a fortnight ago when I had the accident when I returned home. So hopefully I'm not going to be jinxed again. Fingers crossed. It was such a good day up there buying that I'm going back, see what I can get. Anyway guys, I'm going to show you some of these pieces I've got now. Hopefully you'll appreciate them, and we'll go from there. Now I'm going to start off. I went to EbAy, which is my local town, earlier in the week, and I was there when these binoculars were donated. Now they're a little rough, you know, they're a bit loose in the frame and a little wobbly, a little bit of movement. And I asked her how much they were. You know, they're a good 100-year-old, lacquered brass, leather bound. They're a nice pair of binoculars, you know, early 20th century anyway. And she said to me, don't know how much they are, you'll have to come back when they've been assessed. Now I thought they might have been World War I, to be honest with you. But I didn't really pay that much attention to them. I just said okay and left, because to be totally honest with you, I didn't expect them to go back out on the shelf. I thought they'd either get sent off for an auction or they'd get bought by someone who worked in the building, because a lot of that does happen. A lot of the charity shops now don't put the antiques back out on the floor. They either send them to auction or they get bought privately. They have deals with antique dealers to buy items off them. So I was more than shocked when I went up there today and these were still up there. Now they'd had a tenner on them, but as I was looking at them and fiddling with them and that, she offered them for us for 8. As I've said, they're a little rough and ready, and as you can see, a little bit of leather peeling by there, a little bit loose on the things. But you know, they have really good lenses, they work. Everything on them is as it should be. They're just a bit rough, but what I really liked about these, I don't know if you can see that but there, guys, that reads the Coast Guard astronomical binoculars. So they're obviously Coast Guard. The first half of the 20th century, so they got some really good age. Then they stamped here, made in France. So the French Coast Guard. Looking at this brass, I'd say anywhere around 1900, 1920, maybe a little later. I've had war binoculars like this, you know, First World War or even Second World War binoculars that have been this similar type, but I don't think I've ever had a Coast Guard astronomical binoculars before, and I think that's just enough to send them over the edge. And the fact the lenses are fully working. Other than that, the fact they're a little rough and ready, and you know, they are what they are, they're honest, they got a really nice character to them. You know, you could display that in a pub, you know, or in a nautical collection, and they show the age. They're really nice. I don't think whoever assessed these, I don't think he wound them out to read that panel. He just looked here, made in France, looked at them, they're a bit rough, said to him, oh, chuck a tenner on them. That little bit of engraving there really does make the difference. And as I've said, yes, they're a little rough. You know, you can glue that little bit of leather down, put a little bit of leather polish on here, don't touch the brass work. The fact they're a little bit loose It's neither here nor there. You've got a beautiful pair of binoculars. You really have. Nice vintage pair. So yeah, £8. What do I think they're worth? In this condition, I think they're still worth about 40 quid, 45 quid. I don't know if they're going to go onto eBay yet, or if I'm going to put these onto my site. As I said, they are a bit rough, but I do like the fact they're Coast Guard binoculars, not Army binoculars, and I actually like the look. I like how rough they and ready they are, shows the use and the years of wear, and I like all that anyway, and I love the colour of this lacquered brass. So anyway guys, that was the first purchase here, for £8, really can't moan without that. I'll give you a little close up here. The lenses really are nice and crisp and clear. Let me see if I can get that engraving for you quickly, just so you can have a look at that. Don't know if the camera will pick it up. There you go guys. So there we have, that's the first purchase there, done and dusted out the way. Nice, unusual item. I haven't looked on eBay yet, but I can pretty much guarantee you there ain't going to be many, if any, Coast Guard ones on there. If there are, I'll be surprised, and I would expect someone would be asking at least £40, £50 for them. Where do we go next? Excuse the condition of them. They've come in and I haven't touched them, they're stinking dirty. But what I have here is a beautiful pair of English cut crystal, well they're not English if you like, they're Scottish, cut crystal candlesticks. They're produced by Edinburgh Crystal, fully signed here on the base. I don't know if you can capture it there, there you go. The stems are beautifully cut all the way up, again in here, and you have this sort of flower and leaf cut design in their bowl. They are beautiful, they are perfect. They're about 8 inches tall, 9 inches tall, and there's a pair. There you go guys, that's what I paid for them, £2.99. Now, a pair like this, I'm going to ask 25 quid, and to be honest with you, I'm probably not going to put these on eBay. They're going to probably go straight onto antiquesarena.com for £25, cleaned and washed, packed up, beautiful pair of candlesticks, ready to go, ready for Christmas, top name. I'm not going to moan about that. Staying with crystal for just a moment, you can see here we have a beautiful English crystal decanter, cut glass stopper, it's all vertical cut in down here. Here we have almost thumbprint in cut in. You have the fern and star or diamond cut in pattern there. It's a really nice decanter. It is signed at about 12 o'clock here. I don't know if I'm going to capture it guys, I can't see on the screen, so I'm hoping I can. Anyway, it's a very faint acid etched signature of Royal Doulton. Now the Royal Doulton signature, it's got a crown in the middle and it actually says Royal Doulton, England, in the etched or engraved name, okay? Beautiful quality, as you can see there, I paid £4 for it in the charity shop again. What's a decanter like that worth? Royal Doulton, when you buy it new, £45, £55, £65. For me to sell in the second hand market, again £20, £25. £4 into 25, it's a no-brainer really guys. Good business sense, good profit, not going to moan about it. That is really, really sweet. It's small, it's a little teapot for one, or a little hot water jug maybe. I wouldn't say it's teapot, I'd say maybe a hot water jug. It's in stoneware with a brown treacle glaze and this applied white floral design. It's unsigned, possibly Rockingham, and not 100% yet, I haven't done the research, but it is a really sweet little teapot. I paid £1 for that. It's absolutely perfect, no damage whatsoever. You know, first quarter of the 20th century, 1900, 1920s. Really, really nice little thing. What's it worth? It depends on the maker. Just as a beautiful antique little jug, 20 quid. If it's Rockingham or one of the top companies, 35, 40. So that's okay for £1, guys. And there'll be a little bit of research. I've got a very good book on Rockingham, so I'll have a little look through it. Failing that, I'll just go on to Google Images, do some searching for brown treacle glazed jugs or teapots, have a look at stoneware teapots and see what I can find. But it's probably going to be a Rockingham or maybe a Bretby. Excuse me. Next piece, small but beautiful. We have here a little Egyptian cat. Really is something quite nice. It's solid bronze and it is really, really well cast. I don't know if you can see the face on that. That is stunning, guys. Solid bronze, not talking resin. It was small, inch and a half. The size doesn't really matter that much when you're talking bronzes. You can have little coal painted bronzes worth hundreds, and you can have a big bronze statue worth 50 quid. It isn't the size, it's the subject matter, the quality. This is really well cast. I'm quite happy with that. That's a nice little thing. So we'll see where that pulls. I'm going to start it probably at, I'm going to put that one up for about £18 I think, because it is really nice, and I'll just let it run and see where we go. Equally as nice, and from the same source, we have here a beautiful brooch. That portrait there, as you look in, is hand painted on porcelain. This isn't a transfer print, it's hand painted on porcelain. Signed down the bottom in the left hand side, and what it reads is after Gainsborough. So this portrait is obviously hand painted on a bit of porcelain by somebody who's a fan of Gainsborough, and they have literally sat there for hours and hours and days and weeks and whatever, and literally painstakingly copied a portrait by Gainsborough. Easiest thing in the world to find out who this is, I'll just search Gainsborough's paintings, job done. Now this piece is set in a solid silver mount with this rope, twisted rope design, and solid back as well, and then rhodium plated. It's not English, it's stamped rhodium on sterling. So it's sterling silver, so maybe American. It's large, you know, you're talking 2.5 to 3 inches by 1.5 inches. So, but it is really well painted. I had to have that under the eyeglass to double check it wasn't a print. It's a really good quality painting. Now, this comes into a couple of collector's fields. You've got miniatures. People love miniatures. I do a lot with miniatures and silhouettes and things like that. But at the same time, it comes under jewellery, or will come under just art. People like artwork. That is a piece of art in itself. Obviously it's not by Gainsborough, it's after Gainsborough. But if you're an art dealer, one of a kind brooch to wear to art exhibition or something like that, you know, you're talking very unusual then, guys. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It's not worth fortunes, maybe 30 quid. To the right person it'd probably be worth 75, but you'd have to sit on it for quite a long time to get that type of money. In my opinion, it's worth 25 to 30 pound just as a general brooch to sell out, but the miniature's worth that all day long. So we'll see where we go with that. It's a nice item. The cat and the little brooch there, beautiful. Next piece. Well, what we have here is a real nice piece of 1960s maybe design. We have, it's 18 inches the 2 foot diameter here. It's in this fat lava design, which is quite collectible with German. You can see the dirt, it hasn't even been washed yet. The stuff's come straight in and I'm filming it straight for you guys. Didn't put a video up yesterday because I was too ill to make one, and as you know, because of the car accident, I've now run out of backed up videos to publish. So at the moment I'm playing catch up. But this is absolutely stunning. It's 1960s, it's West German, fat lava. You imagine this now, a big beautiful white ground shade in a corner of a really nice apartment in London or something like that. It's an interior designer's dream. It really is. It's a statement piece. It's big, it's bold. It doesn't apologise for being brown. It's not trying to be subtle. It's there, it's in your face. It has this almost mottled lava rock finish on the top. Foster's was an English company that done a very similar design to this. But no, it's in really good condition. 15 quid it cost me. What do I think it's worth? If you was to buy this out of a London gallery with a shade, fully rewired, cleaned up because it's stinking dirty, I think you'd be asked maybe £200 for this out of a gallery. I'm going to certainly ask 95 and see where I get. I've had pieces of the West German pottery, I've had vases, I've had all sorts. This fat lava stuff, Scheinrich, or whatever, however you pronounce it, it does pull good money. And if you get a dedicated dealer just to this West German pottery, they can ask £100, £200 just for a vase. Even on some of these programs, you know, put your money where your mouth is and bargain hunt and things, they're even buying it now on them. Now, I didn't buy this because it was West German. I bought it because it was a very impressive lamp. I love the design, I love the style, I love the colour, believe it or not. And I think with the right shade, that is all you would need in the corner of a room or on the table, you know, a coffee table or a side table, to make the room something. You wouldn't need ornaments at the side of it. You just have that big, bold, standing lamp saying, look at me. Love the lamp. Really nice statement piece. You know, it's got this pierced design so you can see all the way through. It's a shame it's not a double lighter. In the 30s, I've had lights by WMF in glass. And what they'd be similar to this in design type of thing. You know, normal lamp. But you'd have the bulb on top. You'd also have a bulb inside. So you'd have a double bulb. And then when you lit it, all the inside would glow. This, with the pierced design, I think if they had a little soft light bulb inside as well, God, could you imagine that? And it wouldn't be hard for somebody to actually fit a double socket, so it's one on the out, one on the in. You could get through it through the base, put a double bulb in it, and actually have a soft glow coming out of the piercings and the single bulb coming out the top. I think that'd be a really nice little lamp then, guys. You know, interior designers, why not? They don't sell a lot of their pieces. What they do, I've had people come to me before now and say, I want to borrow that, or I want it, but I only want it for so long, how much, type of thing. And they'll dress a room, dress a building, dress an office, rent it or sell it, take the stuff back and give it back. This is the type of piece that would be used to dress that type of room, to sell it. Looks the part, beautiful, nice statement piece, and then obviously, you know, they've got it for the next showroom. So let me see, anything else? No, I think that's about it on the stock, guys. As I've said, I'm going to Carmarthen Castle tomorrow. I'll probably do an out and about video tomorrow. I like doing the out and abouts. It's the first time for me to go to a car boot sale in 2 weeks. I am more than excited. I've been really ill. I'm not right now, but I'm well enough to go back to work. And I'm quite excited to see what I get. obviously as the stuff comes in now, I'll start making the regular videos. I've only missed one day so far, which ain't bad in considering when you see the state of the car crash. You've all seen the car video and everything, it's all on my YouTube. Let me see. An update on the website. I filled in all the the criteria on Shopify to have my images catalogued on Google Images search results. And I've gone onto Google now and I've sent for the sitemap and the indexing and the crawling and everything. And Google have taken the images and everything. They haven't actually included them in the searches yet, but they have started indexing. So I'm hopeful that once they're all indexed and they start coming up in Google, my visitors will start going up, because at the moment my Shopify is a total flop. eBay isn't brilliant, but I'm changing the way I work eBay anyway. At the moment I'm back on all the antique fairs in the markets, and to be honest with you, I forgot how much money you can make on them. They're really good. And what's best with those, there's no hassle. You haven't got to photograph it, you haven't got to list it, you haven't got to pay commission, you haven't got to pack it and send it and be at risk. So there are, you know, the good sides to selling on the markets. Sorry guys, the painkillers are still making me very tired. I'm still on the painkillers. Where am I? Let me see. Yeah, a little update on that was obviously the markets not have been covering the income along with any cabinets that I have. eBay has been alright, I suppose, you know, a few hundred a week. It's pathetic, really. I've gone from probably a 3,000 a month to less than 1,000 a month in no time at all. But I have started now working it, changing it all around, restructuring. Now I've got my website, or I'm hoping I got my website in the right place. I want to clear out all the low-end stock where I buy stuff in for a couple of pounds and sell it for on eBay for 10 or 15. And I want to be buying pieces for 40, 50, 60 and above to fill up my website. I'm hoping to come away from eBay totally and just sell on Shopify. I haven't looked into selling the pieces on Amazon yet, but at the same time I don't think my photographs are good enough. I do good photographs, but my backdrops are no good. At the moment I'm using cotton sheets, and although the items are crisp, they're clear, they're not standout spectacular. They don't make you look at the item and think, Christ, that looks good. Joe, one of my subscribers, a friend of mine now, he's added me on Facebook, from Australia, sent me a photograph the other day of some cutlery he'd bought, and it was only scrap cutlery. And you know, his photograph was that good. I thought, wow, you made that little bit of silver plate look really good. And when I asked him for what he was using for his backdrops and all the rest of it, he was using simple plywood. Obviously he had all the lighting and he'd done an amazing setup. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try and duplicate. He sent me a photograph of what he's got, and I'm going to try and duplicate that over the next few weeks in my office, and build a big photograph studio there. So if I do that, I'll film it. I'll film the making so you can see how I make it, and I'll do a finished result if I, well, it's not if, it's when I get time to do it. And should you like it then, I'll obviously do a step-by-step guide on how I do the, how I make it and secure it to the wall and everything else. Let me see, I think that's about it guys. I'll do a vlog this week. I'll give you an update on everything. Back on the road now, I've got a new car, no thanks to insurance. But as I said, I'll put all the general stuff into a vlog. This was more car boot sale finds. It feels good to be showing you some new finds guys. I had to do a couple of videos of pieces I had here already. Yeah, a couple of nice little things. Even though it's general work in stock, it's still a couple of nice interesting pieces. I'm happy enough. and I tell you what, it feels good to be back out buying. Anyway, I'm going to call it there, guys. I'll say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I would appreciate a like and a share. There's a little bell next to the subscribe button for notifications of when I post videos. Click on that. You'll find us on Facebook, Antiques Arena. We're on eBay, Antiques Arena Clearance, and our own website, antiquesarena.com. I'm going to go to bed, guys. I am absolutely knackered and these tablets have really kicked in. So I'll say good night.